Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on NBA Top Shot. In this one, we're going over the March mailbag and talking about what NBA Top Shot could do for the playoffs. So let's get into this one. We got a lot to cover. First off, we're taking a look at Shaedon Sharpe, his rookie debut moment. I like that Top Shot is making it pretty scarce for the rookies in Series 4, with, most guys just having a 4K debut and nothing else, like Sharp and a few other guys. Some have rares as well, and we'll be getting legendaries, but I think it's nice to keep it at 4K. Honestly, they probably could make them less than 4K as well, and no one would be mad about that. But we could see $23 for Sharp, and it's nice to see, when rookies play well, their prices actually go up. So back in December, this one was $10 and slowly has climbed up. And recently, since he's been playing really well, a bunch of sales in the mid 20s. So it's cool to see here on Evaluate XYZ that going down. And this is my last video with Evaluate as the sponsor. It's been like a year and a half, and they're cutting their creator program for now, at least. So any sponsors out there, hit me up. But Evaluate XYZ is still a great tool to trade NFTs and also to look at these graphs, which I look at all the time. So here is the March 2023 Top Shot mailbag, and big news in here. They started off with NBA playoffs, said that our plans for the NBA playoffs will be revealed during the NBA play-in tournament. So at the end of this video, I'm going to circle back to the playoffs and talk about what I think they could do for the playoffs. That would be pretty cool. But for now, let's get into the rest of the mailbag, and then we'll circle back to that. So player leaderboard rewards. I made a whole video on this when it was announced, I think, last mailbag. So you can check that one out. I'll link it at the end card and down in the description here if you want to check that video out. But they get into all that again in this one. And then lock set rewards. So everyone already knows that from locking these, you got your rewards for the January 5th deadline. And then I guess the only other news to reiterate here is that there's another deadline, May 31st, to get these rewards. And I actually had a couple good pack openings. I only got two common sets locked up, and I opened a Kenyon Martin Jr. Throwdowns rare, and I got a 4K rookie of someone else. I forget who it was, so it wasn't bad. Pack Marketplace. So, as you know, Pack Marketplace has been rumored to be coming, and they say they can confirm during Series 4 it will be launched, but then they also say Series 4 will continue into the summer. So, it could come July, August, something like that, Pack Marketplace. And then Series 5 is going to start around the start of next NBA season. And most people know that the reason they don't have a pack marketplace already is because packs are not on the blockchain. So the moments in the pack are on a blockchain, but the packs themselves are not on chains, so they have to figure out how to do that, and I'm sure that's going to be a lot of work. And then they clarified some player curation things. So Russell Westbrook got that moment after he was traded away from the Lakers when they said they weren't going to do that. So they addressed this, and it was a historic moment from Westbrook getting in the top 10 of all-time assists. So they felt that it was necessary. In special cases, they will do that still, I guess. Series 1 distribution. Seems like with all this in here, basically all you need to know is they're still going to release Series 1 base moments through deflationary campaigns like locker packs or trade tickets. Okay, and then they go through all the burning stuff that they've been doing. If you want to read that, you can check that out. Bunch of numbers in there. I don't think it's super important. And then they did say in Series 4 room you always shared that fewer than 2.79% of all moments would be rare. And the update on that is right now 3.4% of NBA moments have been rare. And this seems like bad news because they have been doing a lot of rares, like for the win, throwdowns, MGLE drops, all that kind of stuff. But now it seems like they're going to have a massive push of common moments. And the thing that I wish that they really didn't do and change at this point in the season was the Spotlight series. I know some people collect this series, but there is just so many moments. It's a hard series to keep up with here, hard set to keep up with, and they've only minted 77 of the intended 150. So I guess they didn't really confirm that they are still doing 150 of these. They just said they're intended to do 150. So I guess they still could go back on this. I really would like them to see them cut down. So this is basically going to be 5 players per team with just over half of them released. I wish they would cut it down to 3 per team. So you would get 90 of these and there would just be 13 more to release here. But apparently they're still planning to do 150 of these. Also, not great news for commons. 177 of the projected 270 to 290 base hit commons have been released. So again, just over half of those have been released. So a lot more new common base set moments are going to be coming as well, which I don't think is good news. And this is kind of interesting. Series 1 base set had 287, Series 2 had 533, and Series 3 had 347. So they are cutting it down to around Series 1 size, but still probably not small enough. And then they addressed Extra Spice and Hustle and Show, and these are beloved and highly collectible common sets. And they do still intend on making these moments available in the future. So, I guess that could come anytime between now and the summer when Series 4 ends. Okay, and then they randomly just kind of threw this here, addressing like Donovan Mitchell and Giannis, where they're giving them a bunch of rares like back to back. They said collectors can expect star players to receive 1 to 4 rares via packs through the season. So kind of interesting terminology or wording here to pick up on is via packs. So star players could have 4 rares via packs, but more through challenges, challenge rewards, and things like that, rares as well. So that is also interesting. You could get like 5, 6, 7 rares, like in theory. I mean, for these challenge rewards, and especially like in the playoffs or finals, if they're minting challenge rewards for rares. And then the final thing they cover here is growing Top Shot, and we're going to be done with the blog after this if you guys made it this far. So what is Top Shot doing to acquire new collectors? Great question. Everyone's very curious about that. Over the next several weeks, you can expect to see new marketing campaigns. So the only example they give us here is this weekend, the Mint Collective Sports Collectible event, which I personally never heard of. They're sponsoring and have a booth to activate new collectors. So I guess that's pretty cool. We'll see if that does anything, and it'll be hard to tell what actually comes from this. We'll just have to, I guess, see the weekly users on the LiveBot token Twitter, whatever it's called, see if there's a big jump, because unless they tell us how many new collectors they got from that or make a video or something about it. And then the only other really news in this is the homepage update. So if we click on the homepage, there's a lot going on the homepage now. You got one of the challenges that's live right now. You got the badge challenge. You got the leaderboard here. Down here, you got some blogs, I think. Right here is the calendar of what they have going on this week. So I think it looks good. They got a live feed down here of sales. Every minute there's a few sales, it looks like. So homepage looks good. So yeah, I mean, that's the updates from the March mailbag. And now for the playoffs. What are they going to do for the playoffs? So I think most people would want to see them do some kind of dynamic moments like NFL All Day did. I mean, if we come to NFL All Day, they basically made one for every team that was in the playoffs. And like if we watch the Chiefs one, I don't fully understand how these have been built over time, but it seems like the Chiefs just have like a quick little montage from the whole season going into the Super Bowl. It seems like it's mostly about the Super Bowl. And so there we go. It's already at the Super Bowl. And then I think that's the end. Okay, no. So that's just a little quick thing. But this is how they all go. Week 1, you'll get a highlight that's a moment probably on the platform as well. And then it'll go into week 2 and go all the way through every single playoff win, including the Super Bowl. So it's pretty cool how it builds on itself every week. So that'd be awesome if they did something like that on Top Shot. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then for the playoffs, I mean, there's just so many playoff moments from Series 2 and 3. I would like to see them do a lot of burning to these moments. You could see some of them only like 150 out of 12,000 burned. Some are probably even less than that, 86 burned. So these need a lot of burning done to them. In my opinion, there's probably a ton at the $2 floor here. And if we could just make, playoff sets a little more desirable by burning a lot of them, I think that would be a great start. But obviously, they're going to have to sell packs during the playoffs. We're not just going to give away playoff moments for burning other playoff moments. There's going to have to be burning these probably within a challenge, maybe burning some plus paying money for a pack, something like that. And then actually John Jackson over here on Twitter had a great thread about what he thought they could do for the playoffs, so definitely check his ideas out as well. Something I thought would be cool is doing some more burning leaderboards, which I really enjoyed a lot of those, and that could be a way to burn a lot of these guys in the playoffs for packs or for moment rewards, and if they're going to release new moments for every series of the playoffs, first round, second round, semifinals, finals, all that, I think it would make sense to burn those players every round, because if they're going to get new moments, you want to keep their moment count down so you can keep burning them. So like if the Celtics make it all the way to the finals, every single series you're going to burn more and more Tatums because more are going to get released, obviously. But I think we're going to see more common moments. The Series 3 ones, we had some minted pretty low. We're back in Series 3, like Lowry here at a 8250. I think we could see these minted less than 5K for the new playoff moments coming up, which would be pretty good. Mid count, anything less than 5K, I think, is what we could probably see, and a good amount of packs as well coming. I mean, we still need a lot of common moments released out here according to the mailbag, so I think those are some stuff that they're looking to do. But I really hope they lean into burning and locking leaderboards and challenges for the playoffs as well, and then just don't overmint the common playoff moments and try to burn down some of the other playoff moments as well. So a lot I just said there. I know I just kind of was rambling on that, but those are my ideas for the playoffs. Let me know your ideas. Thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Top Shot content. Also put out a bunch of So Rare content on the NBA. Going to do some MLB content as well for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.